We're all aware of the success and critical acclaim of Berserk, a manga that was 30 years in the making and garnered a fervent fanbase ranging across the globe. Many are also aware of the long hiatuses between chapters, especially after the conclusion of the Falcon of the Millennium Empire arc. One hiatus of note began in December of 2012 and spanned to the end of March 2014. During this time, fans were left to wonder if Miura had lost interest in the work, or was simply hitting a creative dead end. The truth of the matter is that during this time, Miura published his first original work in over 24 years, since he began Berserk. It's a manga titled Gigantomachia, and it's a 7-chapter series that we're going to explore in extensive detail, starting right now. In the distant future, at the end of history, myths resurrect, which is to say, monsters. A man named Delos walks across the desert with a girl standing on his shoulders. A purported oasis turns out to be a monster. A girl who refers to herself in the third person, Prom, bemoans Delos' carelessness as he nearly gets eaten. Poison-coated spears pierce the monster, coming from beetle riders. The bug-wrangling clan capture Delos and Prom, transporting the two to their city, which is an insect nest. The bugs and humans enjoy a symbiotic relationship that allow them to both thrive in the wake of the Great Destruction. However, these are not typical humans, they are demi-humans, making Delos an outsider. The two are marched into a public plaza with much animosity. A human-insect hybrid steps in front of them, displaying great strength. They insinuate that Delos is from the Empire, a dog of Hayu. Ogun, a member of the Scarabée insect tribe, wishes to smash him personally and behead Prom. Delos splashes himself with water and says, "Delos, etch the name of the man you are about to kill into your heart, warrior Ogun." Ogun scoffs at this. "I will break your jaw first." The two engage in hand-to-hand combat, but with Ogun's hardened skin, he's projecting 1 ton of force with each punch. Delos, however, slips behind Ogun and gives him a suplex. But Delos is not finished. "Get up, strike me with all your anger and pride." Ogun responds with a flurry of punches. Battered and bruised, Delos claims he planned this from the start. Delos performs another wrestling move, a sharpshooter, putting Ogun in pain. The hulking man uncoils himself while putting Delos on his back. Ogun recognizes Delos as formidable, but nevertheless, he must defend his honor. "You will be but a bloody smear on the wall." Delos grabs Ogun, throws him up, and performs a brainbuster. Delos screams in triumph, collapsing shortly after. Prom says that Delos' plan has succeeded. She then administers emergency treatment to Delos in the form of nectar, which works like a charm. The Human Insect Society now seems welcoming to Delos, as the children play with him. Delos tells Ogun that Prom possesses magic to heal wounds. Delos tells Ogun he fought to the death with countless opponents, allowing them to showcase their moves so they could live on in a sense. He harbors no hatred, for that would be a form of losing in his mind. Ogun takes Delos and Prom to the god of fertile soil, Hapi. Prom says the god is part of the Gaia, a giant, if you will. Prom tells the patriarch about the Titans approaching from the northeast. The Empire seeks to claim the god for themselves. Just then, the Empire's great octopi begins its assault. Delos wonders why the insect men lie down their lives for their god. But Prom explains the needs of the group outweigh the individual. Ogun leads a charge against the octopi, but more and more begin to emerge. The Titan then bears down on them. My, finally at the filthy Mayu den. With the Titan, the Empire seeks to recover the sleeping giant. The Master Oracle activates the massive Titan. The Scarabée scurry away as Prom activates a life preservation bubble for Delos. A spell of sorts is cast by Prom, merging the two into a new being. 2 octopi are crushed by the fused being. It walks forward, terrifying everyone in sight. With ultra-dense muscles, a metal skeleton, and a mysterious nectar flowing from its veins, The being identifies as Gora. With blazing breath and thunderous roar, the towering giant pierces the heavens. Prom is implanted in Gora's forehead. Delos Gora. In accordance with the contract, destroy the giant from Olympus. Commence Gigantomachia. Delos sends the Empire's giant flying. The giant performs a leg drop on the Titan. The Titan responds via shooting superheated plasma. Delos, however, doesn't move, choosing to protect the insect people. Prom warns Delos that she'll submerge Delos' consciousness if he becomes endangered. The Titan uses a plasma blade to cut into Delos, but Delos lifts the gigantic Titan up and performs another brainbuster, which Ogun recognizes from earlier. The Master Oracle looks to be in trouble. Nevertheless, the Titan will take everyone out as a final form of revenge if it cannot win the fight. Delos aims to stop this by getting the monster in a full Nelson and launching itself upwards towards the heavens, and coming down with a massive hammer of a blow. Icarus, fall! The Titan is planted into the earth as Delos emerges as the victor. Seeing that the Gora is at its limit, the insect humans ambush the Imperial army. Delos intervenes by cutting the two armies off. He then disintegrates into ash. Prom and Delos emerge from the remains. If you could somehow, please let them live, begs Delos. Ogun says the Imperial army has slaughtered countless numbers of their people. He then notices the wounds on Delos' body. Prom says that Delos feels Gora's pain. The insect hybrids are fervent in their resolve to exact revenge against the Imperials. Hear me. Promar offers the people an opportunity to turn the giant that Gora defeated into a god that will beget green prosperity. She will also manipulate the memories of the Imperial soldiers so that they'll forget the route to their home nest. Make your decision, the grudges of the past or the revelation of the future. Choose. With the cry of a child, the clan abandons their mission for revenge. The Empire, henceforth, vacates the area. Delos asks what the Earth was like back in the day. Prom says the Earth was flourishing with creatures in the past. But a celestial event, along with great cataclysms, nearly brought everything to extinction. The two see signs of life, and Prom states her purpose is to bring about biological diversity and promote symbiosis with humanity. As the two travel, Prom continues to shrink in size to conserve energy. The two then encounter a tardigrade descendant. Delos engages with the monster without equivocation. Got him! Prom converts to an infant form to conserve more energy. I feel like a dad, letting his daughter ride on his shoulders, says Delos. A Voyaging can't be a dad, quips Prom. And that ends the brief yet exciting Gigantomachia by Kentaro Miura. Now you can sort of understand why Miura took a break from 2012 to 2014. He was publishing a new manga that allowed a creative reprieve from the epic that is Berserk. And I have to be honest, I'm glad he did this. As a content creator on YouTube, I understand the monotony of working on a single project for too long. So I can only imagine of working on a single project for 24 years straight. The man just needed some time to step away from Berserk, still live out his creative passions, but just work on something else. And when he was done with it, he came back to Berserk with new vigor. And with that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Tell me what you think of Gigantomachia, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.